We originally met through Bumble.
He was the first guy that I swiped right on, and then he's also the only guy that I messaged, and so it was kind of like a done deal. All right, he's cute.
I'm gonna throw myself out there and just kind of see what happens, and it just ended up being the best thing of my life. I ended up planning a date for us through Bumble.
And he said, books, sushi, and by the lake. And I was like, who is this guy? How does he know that those are like my 3 top things? It's kind of like my perfect match. So
my general idea for the date was go to the beach, read some books, and then get some sushi afterwards.
Got together, we got by the lake, tried to start a fire. Well, we didn't bring a lighter, so I remembered on a walk down that we passed this little baby lighter, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna run back and grab that.
It went decently well. A few little hiccups.
Rocks started exploding because they're not supposed to be hot. So we were like, well, maybe we should wrap this up.
I feel like we were both just very nervous.
My first impression of him was like, oh, he seemed really kind. A little shy, which I'm also a little shy at first too, so.
She was definitely super sweet. It went really well, and we kind of just found chemistry with each other right away. We started doing some one-on-one camping trips together. We would go to Grand Marais, and that's when we really started to get to know each other.
I remember like there was one time when we were car camping, because we really like to go up the shore and car camp, that I like looked over and I was like, yeah, I like him. Seeing how our values lined up, how he also wanted kids, how he also loved travel, and how he was also a teacher. I was like, there's just so many things that we have in common.
We love card games, we love doing different kind of arcade games, playing Mario Party, Mario Kart together. We do quite a bit of traveling.
Growing up, my dad was in the military, so I was raised on the move. And then also I had a really close connection with my grandma. She was a really big role model to me. Her love for travel and culture and diversity kind of instilled those values in me. Kev's sister also travels a ton. She's got 2 kids now that they're still traveling, and so I think that he also looked up to her as a role model as well. And so I think that that's why we work so well, is that we both are kind of don't like to stay in one place for too long. Like we both like to just go see what's next.
Some different areas that we've traveled to. Recently got back from a trip to Alaska. We also got engaged over in Thailand. That was our super big trip together.
So we spent 2 weeks backpacking in Thailand, and I read people's expressions, I can read people, I just know something was going on.
I think she had her sneaking suspicions. I am not always the most sly person when it comes to that, just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I had like 3 main things I wanted to do while we were in Thailand, and one of them was to go to an elephant sanctuary.
In this elephant sanctuary, we were staying at an Airbnb. They had an elephant wake-up call where the elephants would come in and you got to feed them in the morning, and you could reserve a photographer.
And then he asked like the day before, hey, should we get a photographer? And I was like, okay, it's happening.
So I was like, yeah, we should order a photographer. I think that this moment would just be a really great one to remember. When it was coming up to that moment, I had everything set up, went through the first little bit, feeding the elephants.
She tells us to like go hang out on the bed, the elephant's behind us, we're like, reach over, you know, give the elephant the sugar cane.
I was getting really nervous through there. It's a little bit awkward at first because she wasn't sure what I was doing, so we were kind of on the bed.
And she's like, okay, like maybe you guys can like sit crisscross applesauce, and he starts getting up, and I was like, wait.
I was getting down on one knee.
She told us to like, you're not doing what she said to do, and he's like, would you just give me a minute? Hold on.
Just give me a second. And then she finally realized what I was doing, and she's like, oh.
I was like, oh my gosh, okay, it's happening. So when he asked me, I was like, absolutely.
Oh, it was a funny and very memorable moment. Definitely very nerve-wracking, especially with the elephant in the background.
And the elephant tried to steal the ring.
Because he since he was getting his breakfast, he was definitely getting a bit angsty, so he was getting in there too as I was proposing.
It's beautiful. I got to hang out with elephants. I mean, it's a girl's dream. The first quality that comes to mind is that when I met Kevin, he's always just been super, super kind and lighthearted and just a really fun person to be around.
She's just a very natural caretaker, just even with her work and everything she does, she's there to help other people. She's just a very loving person and is always willing to help.
I love that we can just relax and it doesn't have to be super serious all the time. You know, we can just be who we are.
I also really love that adventurous attitude that she has, willing to do anything, go anywhere, especially with some plans lined up in the future that we're going to be moving to Alaska. So I love about her that I can plan these things with her and she's completely on board and we just have the same kind of dreams together.
He's somebody that I can, trust with my most inner and raw self. His patience is unlike any other man that I've ever met. So I'm extremely lucky to have him in my life.